2023, what a year. Let me tell you, a lot has happened this year. Some very good, some very bad. The earnings have been so much more consistent this year, and I'll reveal at the end of the video how I've managed to achieve that. And the last couple of months of the year, everything went a bit crazy because I lost my job. You guys probably know, if you've watched all of these videos, I do kind of 60-40 freelancing and a full-time job. And so to lose a big part of your income is really hard. So it's been a turbulent year, to say the least, and I wasn't sure whether to make this video, but it's really important for me to give a little bit of transparency to the industry of video editing. Because when I started out, I didn't really know what to expect, and I've made these videos every year now for I think 5 years, and it's gone from me making no money as a freelancer and not really knowing what to do, just quitting my job, to now earning a decent amount of money. Over the years, there's been many stressful late nights, but also so many big projects that I'm really proud of and have gone really well, and I feel like I've improved so much, and it's so nice to look back on these videos now and see where I came from. And I don't make these videos to brag. I found it really hard of what should I charge, how much should I be earning a month, at what part in my video editing career, like what skills convert to what amount of money. So I make these videos to hopefully reveal a little bit about how it's happened for me, so that can give you a bit more context if you're just starting out as a video editor, or you're a year or 2 years into your video editing career. And I actually can't believe it's been 5 years since I quit my job making circuit boards, and now I'm here. And I think one thing you can tell throughout the 5 videos is this hat. I've had this hat in nearly every single video, and this coat, he's made it into a couple as well. So maybe I need to change up my clothes more. So let's see how 2023 went for me, what I earned, and what trials and tribulations I had along the way.
I'm back in the office, and in my first month, January 2023, I earned £3,580. Now, this wasn't a record month for me. I'd earned more than this in a month in previous years, but I really did want to use this year to concentrate on my own content and post more regularly, get into geo-edit stuff, and to get lots of content out for you guys. But unfortunately, over the course of the year, this didn't really happen. I kind of just got my head turned by different freelancing jobs and got a bit too much into the freelancing and neglected the geo-edit stuff, which is all too easy to do, unfortunately. For me personally, it's so much easier to work hard when you've got like a client on your back being like, oh, I need it by this day, rather than geo-edit stuff, which I can just post whenever I like, and I don't have anyone who's going to complain at me if I didn't post. Well, except for you guys, but you guys are actually very nice. However though, in January, I was a bit stronger on the geo-edits content. We did have more videos going out, and I did only do a little bit of freelancing, which is why it's on the lower end of the months for this year. February, £3,560. Pretty much similar. I was still trying to get lots of geo-edits content out, filming, editing, concentrating on that, really trying to push that home. And I think I actually used all of the same clients and didn't have any different clients in January as I did to February. So it's all kind of a very similar month to each other, which is why it's very consistent. March, £4,940. Now here my head kind of got turned by a few freelancing jobs. I started to do more, thinking I could do more, but also keep up the geo-edits content. And I didn't really so much. I did a little bit, and it still kept on going every now and then, and I still posted videos. I think I posted 11 videos or something in 2023, which is still, I want weekly videos. My head just got turned by freelancing. The instant money when you've got bills to pay and things like that, it's quite hard to turn down, but this year I really want to post these videos more regularly and do 52 videos in 2024. It's gonna happen. April, £3,810. Now this was actually a bit more back to the January and February kind of months. I didn't have as much work from the new client, and it was kind of just my regular clients and the geo-edits work and my normal job that was, you know, earning me this money. Then May, £4,390. Now this is kind of back to March, where I just took on too much work, didn't have enough time for the geo-edits content. I really need to make geo-edits a priority next year, and it's going to happen. I keep on saying that in this video, so I just have to do it. But as a whole, the first 5 months of my life in 2023 went well. Didn't post as much content on YouTube as I wanted to, but the freelancing was going well. I was progressing well as a video editor, editing lots of entertaining things. And then June hit. Not only was June my worst month of the year, £3,410, there was also massive redundancies at my full-time job. I have a full-time job video editing, and I do freelancing on the side. Well, I used to do that, as you'll find out later on in the video. But in June, they made huge redundancies in my company. Almost like 50% of the company was just gone, and it was crazy for me because I was kept on, but I really felt like I did not know what was going to happen. I could be made redundant tomorrow, any day soon. I'm not going to lie, in June I was a bit shaken up, but once June passed, I was like, I need to work hard here. I need to put in the groundwork and really get my freelancing going, because if something does happen, then I'm in a great position to just pivot and full-time freelance. I started posting twice a week on LinkedIn, twice a week on Twitter, because I needed new clients. I needed a couple more so that if I was to lose my full-time job, I could quite easily bring these new people in, or I had contacts that I could get work off and make sure that I wasn't going to lose a load of money. You know, I've got bills to pay and I can't afford to lose half my income, which I rely on. And this was also another reason why Joe Edits kind of took a bit of a back step in 2023 and wasn't quite as regularly posting as I wanted to. I really needed to concentrate on my income first, and Joe Edits is great and hopefully will grow in the future, but instant money unfortunately is going to come from freelancing, not so much Joe Edits at that point. And then July, £4,250. It, I guess, worked because I earned more than the past couple of months. I wasn't quite working at 100%. Stress levels, they were high, panic stations and everything, not really knowing whether you've got a job or whether you're going to be full-time, whether you're going to be freelance. It's not the best mindset to just be, you know, doing your best work, being creative. We did do a lot of work, but I didn't think I was quite as efficient maybe in those jobs, and they took me longer, so I couldn't fit as much work in. But towards the end of this month, when I started to feel a bit less stressed, I started to actually work on one of the biggest, or the biggest video on the Joe Edits channel this year, DMing editors to create an editing Bible. This video was so well received, and I'm so glad that I started it because it took me so long and was so worth it. This is when I started making it, started making the list, started DMing people, because the whole process took a long time. August, £4,760, and September, £5,070. This was much the same, feeling in a bit of a limbo, not really sure what to do, feeling like I was very stagnant at a job that like might not continue much longer. But then do I quit and go freelance before I get like made redundant? I just didn't really know what to do, and just decided the best way was to cope till the end of the year and then get to the end of year, see where we're at, make a decision then. That was what my mindset was. And yeah, we managed to increase the earnings a little bit, but I did find that my full-time job was very stressful because so many more people being made redundant. There was a lot of work to do, sometimes having to work overtime at that job. It was hard, and it wasn't the best situation. Before at this job, it had been a very nice job that I didn't have to work much overtime at, which is why it really worked well with freelancing, because you knew what your hours are going to be from your full-time job. But because everything was kind of up in the air, I was kind of at capacity. I couldn't really bring on any more clients without risking like upsetting them and promising them things that I couldn't physically do because I didn't have that much time. It was just a very tricky time. But even through such a stressful year, my income has actually been a lot more consistent than some of the other videos. I really did do that by having consistent clients and building up clients that I would work with who were YouTubers, who would post weekly, and they will, you know, pay on time. They were just, you know, good eggs, and I had like 2 of them who I'd work with all the time. It was just consistent work, which made sure my earnings were so much more consistent. But on to October, where it just all went wrong, but kind of right at the same time. We got made redundant. I saw it coming, of course. I'm not dumb. I know when like, you know, half a company gets made redundant, there's likely to be more coming, and I'd prepared for it. And it really did work well that like, as soon as I got made redundant and I got put on my like leave, or whatever you call it, notice period, I guess, I actually landed my biggest client that I have ever landed. It's almost like, you know, the universe works in weird ways, right? I knew I had time because I was not going to have a full-time job. It went really well, and in October I earned £7,375. November I earned £7,640, and December I earned £7,104. Almost doubled some of the months from when I was working full-time job and freelancing. Honestly, I was incredibly lucky with landing that client when I did. did. I have faith in myself that I would have been able to fill the spot on the free time I had with other clients. I'm not sure if I would have, done it quite as quickly as I did, because it literally was like, I finished my job, I started working in the next day, pretty much, for the new client that I had landed. I was extremely lucky, extremely blessed, but a lot of hard work has gone in behind the scenes, and from June, when I thought I might be getting made redundant, I had started posting a lot more, looking for new clients, almost putting in the building blocks kind of thing, that I was ready for like if this happened. Since getting made redundant, it's actually been a lot better for me, and full-time freelancing is going well, and I'm very much enjoying it. And later on in the year, I think I'm going to do a video about freelancing versus full-time work, because I really do have a lot of experience in both. Like, alongside my full-time job, I think I've pretty much always freelanced on the side. I've never really just had a full-time job on its own. That is my earnings in 2023. What a roller coaster of a year. It started off quite smooth and had a very rocky last 6 months to the year, which all ended quite well. And I am very positive for 2024. I know I always say it every single year, 2024, the year of Joe Edits. I really want to start posting way more on this channel, making great content for you that is really valuable and can help out millions of video editors all over the world. So that is the goal of 2024. And hopefully when we come back to make this video in 2025, we've got a lot more views, a lot more subscribers, a lot more likes. We've helped a lot more people become video editors, and hopefully we've all grown in video editing knowledge. I will see you in 2025. Well, I'll see you next week, but I'll also see you in 2025. I'm just chatting shit now. Bye.